Hey, what's good, everyone? This is Hit My Mic. Welcome back to the channel, and I'm super excited for today's video. We are going to do a bit of a beginner's guide into collecting Japanese Pokemon cards. And I know what you're thinking, Mike, I don't speak Japanese. Why would I consider collecting cards with a language that I don't really understand? Well, after today's video, I'm going to show you, hopefully, my enthusiasm for collecting. I'm going to share that with you all. Also, I'm going to show you that you don't really need to know Japanese to actually appreciate, the Japanese Pokemon cards. And there's going to be actually quite a few hidden benefits for collectors that you may not have realized. So let's go ahead and dive into the video and let's get to it. All right, guys. So thank you for sticking with me, giving this a chance. And I'm going to list a couple of caveats here. So, some of the reasons why I believe collecting Japanese cards is more fun than English are subjective, right? So, collectors, we all love and enjoy different things for a variety of reasons. However, in this video, I'm going to make a few points that I admit are subjective. So, of course, make your own decision, but I'm hopefully can show you some of the good things about Japanese Pokemon card collecting. And so one of the first things that I want to point out is, at least from my end, from my perspective, the Japanese Pokemon cards are a lot more stunning when it comes to card texture. So I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite cards from my collection, and that is the Professor Elm's Lecture. So I'm going to go ahead and move this around, model it. And so I don't have the English counterpart anymore. That one was from Lost Thunder. And then this one's from Super Burst Impact. You can see the texture is much more vibrant. So if you do have this one in English, I want you to go ahead and do this to your card as well. And you'll notice that the texture just doesn't pop like the Japanese cards do. In general, Japan, I believe, it makes sense. They're a Japanese company. So they're going to put a little bit more love into their products, in my opinion. So their texture is going to stand out. They have more hollow varieties in their regular sets. We might get some, like, for example, like the McDonald's Happy Meals, they'll have like the confetti foil. Certain promo cards and blister packs will have the Cosmos foils and all that. But especially like in a variety of Japanese sets, you're gonna have different types of hollow foiling, and the texture just pops out like just significantly. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set this in the background. Love this card. Another cool thing about Japanese cards is that not a lot, but there are some cards that are Japanese exclusive. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you a couple of these Pikachu promos. So this one, together with the Wind Deluxe Edition, this is a Pikachu, and this is, I want to say it's an actual portrayal of Ash, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if in the movies in Japan, if they still refer to this character as Red, but it looks like it's straight up Ash, just like in the movies. So this is a callback to the animated adaptation of the original Pokemon movie. Really dope card. I bought this a long time ago. I bought this in early 2022 when it was really cheap. I bought this as a $60 raw card. Graded in a 10. And I just threw it into my collector's box. And I haven't really, considered selling it at all. I know I want to say it's like $1,000. But anyways, we're getting away from the point of the video. Just exclusive artworks. You do get specific promos like that. And then let me give you another example of a Japanese exclusive promo. Like this came in that Japanese stamp box. What a great product that they had. So you won't get this in English. You're not going to get any specialized collector's boxes like these. There's a lot of examples of Japanese exclusive products that have really cool promos like this. And I think we're starting to get less of Japanese exclusive stuff, but when we do, these are just phenomenal. So like you'll never see this in another language. I'm pretty confident in saying that. But never say never. Pokemon can do whatever they want. But just look at this. This doesn't have any texture. It's just a flat card. But just my goodness, just incredible. Not sure why I'm showing you the back, but this is the Pikachu, the beauty looking back. This is a direct reference to an historical painting in Japan. Just chef's kiss. Just so in Japan, you are gonna see exclusive promos. I didn't want to bring out my entire collection, but that's just an example of exclusivity for certain promos, and you just won't get that in English. So that's just something to consider. Okay, so another benefit to collecting Japanese Pokemon cards is the cost effectiveness. And so the way they do things in Japan is that they're more willing to print sets into the ground. I know English, we print sets into the ground, but because there's such a demand, not just in the United States, but in Canada and other countries, English is, I think it's the most widespread language in the world, so there's more demand for English cards. So even when they print a ton, things are going to go crazy, and prices are going to be super outrageous sometimes for the same artwork. So let's take a look at these two cards that I pulled from my Japanese binder. I have a complete set of the VMAX Climax set. That came out as the high class set in 2021. We'll get into what high class sets are about in the next part of the video, but let's take a look at the artwork. So this Pikachu VMAX in Japanese, it's not as expensive as it is in English, so you can get more bang for your buck. This is a beautiful card. I remember pulling this. This was in my second box of VMAX Climax. I'll never forget where I was when I pulled this. I was with some buddies, and we had a pack opening night, and I was just on cloud nine when I pulled this. Such a great artwork. I'm really surprised that VMAX Climax singles are so cheap. And a lot of the, these were called character secret rares or character super rares, but they made up the character rares of the final block of Sword and Shield in English. So the VMAX Climax, those special arts are going to be spread out through the trainer galleries in English, like in Brilliant Stars, Astral Radiance, Lost Origin, and Silver Tempest. So beautiful, stunning card. I treasure this so much. And then here in English, it's a very expensive card. In Japanese, it's not exactly cheap either, but it is a lot more affordable. You get the same artwork. What a truly stunning card. I have like a near complete set of the secret rares of V-Star Universe. The only thing I'm missing is the Pikachu from the God Pack. So that's another story for another day. But this Mewtwo card is not as expensive as it is in English. So the point I'm trying to make is that there's a lot of cards in Japanese, same artwork, much better print quality. You're going to see a lot less imperfections with Japanese cards, and get better texturing. And it's just, I don't know, guys, like Japanese cards are just so nice to look at, and the print quality just shows it. If you haven't opened Japanese Pokemon cards, I want you, this is your homework. You're going to buy a booster box, and I'll give you tips on what to look for so you don't get, ripped off or anything. You're going to buy a booster box. You're going to open up some packs. You're going to open up also some English packs, and you're going to compare them side by side so you know what I mean. Usually when you open English cards, you're going to open PSA 8 quality card off the rip. Which, it's kind of funny. It's almost in a way, because of the incompetency of, the Pokemon Company International with their print quality, that their 10s, they're fewer and far between. So that makes them a lot more valuable than in Japan because, the Japanese cards, they're clean cut. They're hardly any printing issues. And so there's going to be a lot higher rate of 10s, which, kind of devalues the 10s. But, I mean, when I open cards up, I spend, my hard-earned money. I want the best quality possible, and I think Japanese is the way to go in that instance. But anyways, guys, so I hope you guys like these two cards. And so now we're going to get into what kind of booster boxes or what kind of sets there are in general. I'm going to show you a few booster boxes from my personal collection, and let's get into that. Alright guys, so let's get into what types of sets there are. And so as you can see, this is a booster box of the Glory of Team Rocket. Banger set. I know some collectors were kind of disappointed because I think everyone had these, ideas about it being a direct callback to Team Rocket Returns or the original Team Rocket expansion set, right, during, the good old days, during the WotC era. And I can kind of see that sentiment, but, this set overall is still pretty solid. And so, anyways, so this is considered a mainline expansion set. And so with these types of booster boxes, you get 30 packs with 5 cards per pack. And you are guaranteed to get a secret rare. And so it's great, but you're not guaranteed to get the super art rare or anything like that. You could potentially get just a regular full art of a Pokemon, a regular full art of a trainer. But the cool thing about Japanese cards, guys, on the booster box side, you're guaranteed to get at least one secret rare. And then now, ever since we started Scarlet and Violet, we are going to have 3 art rares per box. So that's really cool.
All right, so we have another banger set right here. So this is Japanese Pokemon 151. And so this has the same shape as the Glory of Team Rocket booster box, but if you'll notice here, you'll see that it says 7. So I know that they're referring to the booster pack. So not that there's 7 booster packs, but there's going to be 20 booster packs in this box with 7 cards per pack. And so this is sort of, I couldn't get a clear explanation as to what kind of set this was, because it's different from the mainline expansion, and it's not exactly a high class set. So it's kind of like a in between. It's a special set, in other words. And so I remember when this came out, this was crazy hard to get, but then they had a massive reprint, and I got a couple of these super cheap. I'm super happy about that. But I opened a ton of this as well. But anyways, guys, in this, the same rules still apply as far as a secret rare. So you're going to get at least 1 secret rare, and then you'll get 3 art rares as well. So with 20 packs, this is actually technically better hits. And that's just wanted to kind of show you what this set was about and what kind of set it is. In other recent eras, like in Sword and Shield, a similar style of set, or at least the special set kind of dynamic for it, would be sets like Battle Region, Incandescent Arcana, and then what's that set with Gengar on the cover with Zoroark? I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's one of those sets, and it comes out in Lost Origin, I believe. But anyways, I'll get back to it. Let me show you our next style of set. And this is super relevant today because, we're in December, and these Japanese sets are typically released in the beginning of December and November. This is V-Star Universe. So this was released 2022. In 2023, we had Shiny Treasure EX get released. 2024, we had Terrestrial Festival, and then we have today, earlier this month, we had Mega Dream EX become released. And so these high class sets are phenomenal. Let's take a moment to appreciate the box art of V-Star Universe. I really love this artwork here. Phenomenal, chef's kiss. But anyways, guys, so if you see here, there's 10 packs, and there's also 10 cards per pack. And so there is also a secret rare. But the cool thing about these sets, guys, so they're a giant reprint set as far as the the competitive aspect of Japanese cards. And so, but in each pack, you're gonna get, at least in this era, Sword and Shield, a V Max, or a V Star. You get one in every single pack, guaranteed. And here we had the art rares that would be in Crown Zenith. And so you would get at least 3 of those in V-Star Universe plus the secret rare. So it was a V Max, or V-Star or better. So you'll get at least one of the secret rares. And I had a lot of good luck pulling from V-Star Universe. The hit rates are phenomenal. It just feels good to get something nice in each pack. So these high class sets, I highly recommend stocking up on these and just having fun ripping, opening. You're going to get some really, really cool cards, and your binder will just look phenomenal. And then maybe some of them that you like, you might want to grade and put them in your PC. But yeah, These are incredible. I can't stress how much fun high class sets are in Japanese. And so, yeah. Some recommendations, guys. I do want to talk about Japanese cards in general, that you want to protect yourself when you're buying Japanese cards. Never, in my opinion, you should never buy loose packs online or from like a random vendor, because since we have guarantees, like guaranteed secret rares and all that, what's to stop someone from opening this, pulling the secret rare, pulling the 3 illustration rares or whatever, and then selling the rest of the packs? You don't know if it's been searched. That's called like searchability. Japanese cards are very searchable. So to protect yourself, always buy sealed. Or if you're gonna buy loose packs, please buy from a trusted seller. If you're gonna go on eBay, just look at reviews of the sellers. Make sure they have like highly rated stores. I mean, that's not gonna prevent them potentially scamming you. But for the most part, you do your due diligence, do some research on the seller, you will be fine. Yeah. So my recommendation, guys, open up a box, see for yourself. You're gonna see the texture. If you want to buy singles, you're gonna see how much cheaper it is compared to English, and it's just a lot of fun, guys. Of course, collect how you want, collect what you love. Make sure you do it responsibly. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys got a better understanding of how the Japanese Pokemon card scene works. And I really hope you guys get into it. Let me know if you guys buy some cards, or if you're already a Japanese collector, say what's up in the comment section. I'm hoping to make some more content centered around Japanese Pokemon card collecting. So hopefully I'll get that out soon. But yeah, I just want to give you a rundown of, why I think Japanese card collecting is fun. It's a much better experience in my opinion. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you like this video, please like and subscribe.